just yonder. Looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
Greetings. I must say I'm impressed by your intuition, sir. You found me out far sooner than most. I trust you are enjoying your sojourn in our fair village. If you have any questions, ask away. I should be glad to aid you. Arthur, you say? I've lived in this village many a year, but I can't say I've heard of someone by that name. My apologies. Is there aught else you care to ask? You're curious what I know of you? Quite a bit, I should think. Naturally, I'm not the only one. Our village has its own network of spies and informants, you see, and your title tends to make you stand out among the rumors we collect. You're the second arisen to come to Vermont, and you've allied yourself with Captain Brant against the Queen Regent. In response, she's... Oops. I mustn't say another word. Don't misunderstand. I'm no ally of the Queen Regent. I merely strive to maintain neutrality in political matters. Those who deal in information must ne'er align themselves with a particular power. Such is our village code. Is there aught else you care to ask? If aught about our humble village seems strange to you, that is easily explained. For 'tis here that thieves are instructed in the skills they require. To begin with, those who wander into the village are evaluated for their potential aptitude. Of course, you are no exception. That you stand here now is proof you were deemed a worthy candidate, which is to say, you have my approval as the Thiefmaster. Is there aught else you care to ask? Aye. Take care, then. You, sir, are worthy of inheriting my ultimate technique. Once mastered, 'twill allow you to fell all foes, both minuscule and mighty. Take it, and do with it what you will.
This looks as if 'twould fetch a hefty sum.
Whether or not we make the sale is for the Arisen to decide.
Have no fear, Master. I'll fare all right without you for a little while.
'Tis not our place to hurry the Arisen.
Have you forgotten something, Arisen? You're looking rather lost.
You made it after all. Guess that means I win. Oi, you lot best pay up. Dear me. You didn't disappoint, did you? You've done well. Seems only fair I answer any questions weighing on you. Go on. Ask away. Figures you'd want to know about him. We're supposed to be neutral. Ordinarily, I wouldn't say a word about one of our jobs. But I suppose I can tell you, the situation being what is. His real name is Dara. He was one of us, once. But he's been exiled. We had no choice, see? After he went off to play the false arisen, we're men and women of shadow. Center stage isn't our place to stand. That's why he was cast out. He'll ne'er be part of our village again. That all you wanted to ask? For all this, Dara was in line to become the next thief maester, but he failed. Took a massive injury to the chest during the trial, so the title fell to me. That's when he went off, saying he used the scar in his chest to pose as the Arisen. And what a scheme that turned out to be, eh? Now he gets to sit pretty on the best seat in the kingdom. Still, you'd have a hard time proving that he's not who he says he is. He's a wily one, that Dara. Always was careful not to leave behind a shred of evidence. But we can't have him thinking that he gets to go off and enjoy a peaceful life in the lap of luxury after breaking our code. Methinks he needs something to remind him of the debt he owes us. Here, this should do the trick. That all you wanted to ask? What can I say? Not many people bother with this place. Luckily for me, you were different. Knew I was right to bet in favor of the Arisen. Anyway, most visitors get fooled into going up to the manor. We send them packing with a trifle, and if they don't question it, good riddance. Anyone that complacent has got no business being a thief. We only train the rare few who make it here. Some might go so far as to say that the entire village was built around this spot. That all you wanted to ask? Aye. Till next time, then. Now, as to the Maester's teaching, not sure you'll be able to use it to its fullest potential, but I'll show it to you.
Someone to talk to.
You're here! I've been waiting for you.
My apologies for the wait. We grew further apart than I'd anticipated.
Dude. Take care not... Stray so far next time.
Well met, sir. How might I be of service?
Follow me.
What has changed since we last came? I hope this does not bode ill.
I cannot fault your memory. We must get to the bottom of this.
Look there. Methinks I spy aught of use.
We ought to take a closer look.
Ho-ho! I'd not have thought we'd find one here.
A splendid discovery.
Interesting. I shall have to inform my own master of this.
A reward for our efforts. I expect Captain Brant will know how to put what we've gleaned to good use. Now we must report to Captain Brant. That's the way of things, is it not? A person of import, I take it. Very well. I will lead the way.
We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged. Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favor.
We must not let down our guard. Well done. These things are only when their skulls are smashed beyond repair.
I shan't allow any further harm to come to you.
I learned of a campsite near here in my time beyond the rift. If you'd follow me, I'd gladly lead the way.
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm. Over so soon? Why? We seem to have come through unscathed.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes.
Right, just follow me.
Let my magics grant you an elemental boon.
Could you come over here? to think of it, different masters favour different pawns. One whom I served preferred to have beastrons for allies.
Fascinating.
We have found a material.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
Follow me.
I know precisely when a curative is needed, Master.
A night-bound forest is fearsome indeed.
We shall have to be all the more wary till sunup casts the shadows away.
Holy attacks will serve us well here.
Arisen, are you all right?
That was impeccably timed, Arisen. An appropriate choice, Arisen. I'll gladly take the lead. If we're to destroy this, 'twill have to be from the other side.
Nothing else for it, I suppose.
Was a fascinating tale those soldiers outside the palace were discussing.
Regarding the Queen Regent and an important personage, you mean?
Aye. Telly's her ties to this figure from the neighbouring country. Good. We're here.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your majesty. Have you divined aught of the false sovereign, your majesty? This appears to be a bill calling for the arrest of a man named Dara. But hold a moment. Does this man's countenance not bear an uncanny resemblance to that of the false sovereign? I see. If your majesty is certain that the two are one and the same, then I am convinced as well. However, I'm afraid this paper alone does not constitute sufficient proof. Ah, but of course. I surmise your majesty intends to post the bill and invite suspicion. A clever plan. The Queen Regent will be forced to deny any connection to our new sovereign, yet will be unable to remove the bill from the public eye. Furthermore, 'twill serve as an attestation to Dara's existence, which shall remain an undeniable truth till the man resurfaces. And all the while, the doubts lurking in the hearts of the citizenry will continue to deepen. A clever ploy indeed. I shall attend to this matter personally. I've no doubt that this bill will prove its worth in due course. You have my gratitude, Your Majesty. Your aid has been invaluable.
That thief maester's a capable sort. I'd wager this will make life rather difficult. For the Queen Regent.
Have you business with the guild, sir? I should be glad to assist you. Do come again. Look as long as you think. When does my
Got to work if I'm to put bread on the table.
Where are you going?
You would have me lead. Consider it done.
Have we purchased all that we require? We ought to review the contents of our packs just to be sure.
Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements. The fire must be put out. There are Comrade Burns!
Fine place to harvest some ingredients.
No harm in picking a few.
One never can have too many of these.
Let us take care when and how we put them to use.
You what?
I would have preferred not to have to fight so soon, but at least I know I am up to the challenge.
Try not to get hit, lest all that vim go to waste. Listen, You are full of surprises. I look forward to informing my own master of that strategy.
Now that is a surprise. I grant you roaring flame. I will protect you. I'd wager our merry band can handle whatever comes. Let my magics grant you an elemental boon. That looks promising. Any ideas as to how we might reach it? Well done! Arisen! Are you all right?
I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself.
I grant you fire's blaze! Use it well! Take care where you place your feet. You have my protection.
Must we run everywhere? You are an impatient one.
There, Master. Saurian.
Fire won't do much good here. Best try a different tack.
Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements.
Enemy to be taken lightly. We must strike boldly with presence of mind.
Understood.
One might confidently call that a resounding victory.
No doubt this triumph will spur us into the next. You're well fond of picking things up, aren't you?
Time to be heading home.
I heard what transpired. Thank you for fighting on my people's behalf. You cannot imagine my relief when I beheld that everyone had made it out unharmed. Say, would you visit me again once night has fallen? There's aught I would show you.
I'd sooner be home.
What's changed at sea? Feel
You've come. Glad I am to see you. Follow me, if you would. Tis a strange thing. I ne'er knew how vast the sky was, till I left Mel behind. Time and again you have come to my aid. Would that I could repay you in some way. Alas, there is little I have to offer. Yet, if your heart e'er aches for a place to call home, then may this village... No, not the village. If e'er you're in need of a hearth to return to, then let it be mine.